Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I actually wasn't ready at all to open today's video by this intro, but I just saw a whole herd of red deers running through this valley, across this valley. There must have been dozens of them, and it was quite amazing. Just as I was setting up my camera, trying to film them, they're gone. Completely gone. But one deer that was probably a bit too slow and got left behind was meandering slowly through the valley, and I think I caught a glimpse of him or her. It's a really amazing start for today's hike. So I've been on the Isle of Lewis for 2 weeks, two and a half weeks, and I'll be here for another 2 months, I think. And I was in Shetland just before I travelled here. We two friends and I, we did a very epic 10-day hike through the mainland. It'll take me a while to do all the editing of all the photos and the videos, so I guess you'll just have to wait if you're looking forward to that. And I think I've got a little teaser for you. Yeah, so have a look now. The Lochan was quite a boost for me. I filled the water and had a little snack for the remainder of the ascent, which would turn out to be full of dramatic twists and surprises. But my main vlogging camera had died and had to use my backup for filming. So I've now passed the two guardians of the mountain pass and by this really lovely Lochan in the middle of the mountain. It's still quite a long way to go to the summit, and I think I've got about 2 hours. As I ascent higher and higher into the landscape, views from all directions started to unravel before my very eyes. And that's exactly when I made my crucial mistake. So I'm really close to the top now, and the view has opened and the view has opened up completely and marvellously. We see light painting around the whole landscape, but I'm not high enough, and to my utter disappointment, that our summit is completely shrouded in clouds. So I've got a tough decision to make, whether to continue hiking up to the summit and risk it, or to hike up an adjacent lower hill or mountain and to take photographs. So now it's a toughie. Instead of stopping and photographing beautiful light, I carried on climbing. I did grab a few handheld shots from my backup camera, but just imagine the images I could have gotten. I eventually realised my mistake, however, it was way too late to fix it. Man, the weather, the clouds are playing tricks with me. I've got to the summit of this lower hill, and suddenly the clouds disappeared on the main summit. So I'm going back to my original plan, leaping across boulders, trying to get to... At that point, colours in the sky peaked. Towards south, above the summit of Hebrides, there's a great fire on the clouds. Evening light was doing wonders, but I wasn't at the right place at all. In a panic, I stopped for a quick panel, but at that stage it was more about collecting evidence for such gorgeous light than about photography. I'm now on the summit that I wanted to get to. Can you believe it? It's literally the second I arrived. Our invited guest, the clouds, returned as well. Can't see a thing. But I guess that's how it is sometimes for landscape photography. You've got to accept the glories and being in the deepest, darkest ditch. It's just all the effort and all the things I've seen, all the light, all the promises, it's all gone now, isn't it? Oh man. A miracle. We actually have a miracle. All the clouds have disappeared. Well, not all of them, most of them, and the view of people, beloved friends, is absolutely gorgeous. I really had no idea what to shoot, so I just took a few snapshots of different pockets of the landscape with long lens and with wide angle as well. And but now I found a shot that I really like. It's extremely simple. We have a spiky peak in the distance, and before that is another crack or fell. Sorry, it's Scotland. A mountain before it. And with some really foreboding atmospheric clouds shrouding the peak. It's quite lovely, and the blueness of this hour just adds this extra mood to it. So yeah, with that shot I think I'll end today's video here. It's been very, very complicated. It's been mixed feelings and mixed situations, but in the end I'm quite happy because I've got a shot, I've got another pork pie to eat, and I've got a warm bed and a fireplace to go back to, even though it's gonna be about 3 hours of hiking back to my little hut, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it. It's so nice just to be out on the summit, and just to take photographs that I enjoy. That's what it's all about. Just go out, take photographs. It's simple as that. Alright, I think I'm ranting, so I'll end it here. I'll stop talking, enjoy the image, and see you next time. Bye bye. After taking that photograph, I spotted something strange on the Western Ocean. It wasn't a ship, nor some kind of mirage. They were the Flannels, one of the most remote islands in Britain. Although the sun had set for me, but miles over to the west, it was still shining beautiful light on the ocean. Upon the chaotic water and below the dramatic sky, light and land danced in wonderful harmony, and I was fortunate enough to be entertained by their performance. Even though I missed out on it the day before, light did not disappoint me this time. Standing on a lowly hill, watching the summit on which I treaded not long ago submerge into a sea of gold, that will make the photographer truly happy.